I swear I lose my notepad all the time. Don't know where I put it. Oh no. Where has it gone? Huh. Oh, over here. Upright. Let's see. Let's see. Where did I put my quiche recipe? I don't remember. Here we go. Hello. Welcome. I have finally gotten around setting up. Oh my god! The follower goals have been met. Wow. That was anticlimactic. 51 out of 50. That took a while to update. Hi Whistle. Hello, hello. Did you see the follower thingy finally updated? Just quickly Googling a thing that I forgot to write down the recipe for. So bear with. How are you doing today? So I'm just going to make a tiny bit of quiche just to figure out what's good. Bear with, I just need to write down recipe. So I only want to do 1 egg's worth. So I need to do a quarter of the recipe. That's 50 ml cream, 5 ml milk. Whatever, 65 divided by 4. I will be right back. I apologize for my lack of presence. I shall be with you momentarily. Okay, hello. My day's been good. I've been driving today. Just making it easy. Right. Okay. We are into God knows how many times I've practiced making quiche now, but we are doing it for the last time. I have, for some reason, decided that I want to try make little dessert ones as well. So I'm going to just test out that as well. And then if it's good, then we can take that when we do. So I want to do half dessert, half savory. So we're going to do like little Portuguese custard tart vibes. So I'm just going to just quickly test the recipe. And then if it's good, I'll do it. If not, I'll just do regular quiche. So that's the plan. I'm just gonna put out all my ingredients. the fridge. I apologize for all the rustling. So we've got savory quiche, and we've got sweet quiche coming up today. Need milk, and I need cheese. Where's my cheese? Calm down. I'm gonna take this one, so them close. Close, please. Right, that's our richmond. I'm also going to. What was I going to say? Oh, look at you go! 7-stream streak. I don't actually know what the streak thing does. I think it just gives you extra channel points, I assume. Okay, I'm doing a horrendous job opening this packet, but oh, let's not forget I have figured out what the savory quiche needs. It needs a bit of acid, so I'm gonna shove a little pickle in the bottom of the quiche and hope that works out for me. If not, good thing I tried it out now and not to test out later. I want a little container to make. I saw I had a little tiny. Have I used? Oh yeah, I used it. Oops. Well, okay. Fine. It's fine. I'm faffing. Okay. One thing at a time. We're going to start with savory. We are just going to just do the same as last time, basically. Chop up some ham and then go from there. Egg, milk. We're just doing 50 milk. So the only difference to this one from last time is that we are use the glass one for this one because I want to microwave the milk. Is I'm going to add a sliver of pickle at the bottom of the tarts just to add a bit of acidity to the whole thing, because obviously this is a biscuit tart and it's just too sweet. So hopefully we can get around that by how many grams of ham are in you? 34. Bit under, that's fine. I'm just testing. So we are doing little. Oh my god, that's just a lot of grass. That is. Is it even grass at that point? Is it just a jungle? Did you cut it? Well, I suppose you had to cut it not with a lawnmower before you could get through with a lawnmower. What were you? Were you just using like a bush weed whacker thing? What was your weapon of choice? Jungle seems about right. Oh dear. Well, are you all done then, or is there more to be done? Has the jungle been tamed? Right. Yum. You know, oh, this ham is nice. This is a little bit smokier, a little bit softer as well. Right, we have our milk. out. We want about 2 grams of Marmite. Oh no, husband's not home. I can't get him to open the thing for me. Oh, shit. No. Big wolf behind self-propelled lawnmower. Ooh, fun. Oh, this is not fun. This is why you need squeezy bottles of Marmite. This is going to be absolute carnage. Oh no. Oh no. I have. Yes, strong. Open the jar of Marmite all by myself. Oh, I almost didn't have it, you know. It's too much. Get off the spoon. Mm. Okay, this is refusing to give me the extra bit of Marmite that I need. Come on. Perfect. Yeah, it's a glass jar with a plastic lid. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it has. Its a mind of its own because it seems like it should, work itself. Okie dokie. Get home when you get home. See you later. So we are yet again making our cursed Marmite milk. Just letting that mingle. I let that hang out while I tend to. I don't actually need to tend to anything, so I'm just gonna continue. I just need this fully melted. So do you still need to mow the lawn, or is that all done as well in one go? Yeah, I would have done that next had I needed to resort to that, but clearly the gym's been working. Managed to get it open in relative peace. I just need this to hurry up and dissolve. It's not really going very fast. Maybe I'll just let it sit and just hope that it does its thing. Right. We want egg. And actually, I'm gonna do cheese first. Yeah, around the tree is always difficult, isn't it? You gotta get stuck in. Right. We are going in with 55 grams of cheese. So I'm just gonna eyeball about a quarter of this block of cheese. There is the rest of this way. We're a bit frosty. That's fine. Doesn't affect the cheese. Ooh, going at about there-ish. This cheese is very much still frozen. We are, oh, crash bang. Just put that back in the fridge because we don't need that today. Oh, we will need this. Marmite is still coming off the spoon. So let that hang out for a sec while we chop up our cheese. Just gonna add the ham to the thing because that's just getting in the way. Totally didn't see that. All right. Frozen cheese, not the most pleasant thing to cut, but good thing it's small. Just don't want to cut myself. There's a frosty bit of cheese. Yeah. The belt, so the belt that goes in, like, spins the thing around. It was its last huzzah. Good thing it lasted at least. Could have completely died on you midway. You're like, no. That would have been horrible. But gave it a good send off, I'm sure. Next we have cheese cut one way, cutting the other way. Ooh, fun, fun. I don't think I've ridden a forklift before, but I don't think I've tried my hand on a lawnmower yet. Not added that to my list of vehicles. I have I forgot to put the egg in before the ham. This is going to be interesting. Oh, that's not working. Oh, I'm going to have to like mix really weirdly. I knew I was forgetting something. I was like, why is this mixture? Why does it look so wrong? Hopefully it mixes. Don't want to see when the egg whites go gloopy. You don't want. Got from work because you got a new big. Ooh, that's nice. If no one's using it, might as well pick it up, have a use for it. Not too shabby if you just had to replace the belt. It's still going strong. Right, let's see. Let's see how good my cheese eyeballing was. Ooh. Oh, pretty bang on. 26.8. Oh, maybe a bit more. 27.1 grams, and I needed to have 25. That's nice. Right, we have eggy mixture, bit of pep. Oh, I haven't run the oven. The oven is not warmed. Let's get going. Putting a bit of oil in there. And turn that on, turn that on. That to go. Need some green. Okay. Cuts. Let's lay them out. So look, we're gonna do. I might leave 2 for Saturday because I don't know. I just feel weird because they come in packs of 9, and I've got 2 packets left for Saturday, which is the real deal. And I think it'll be weird if it's like 9 and 9 if I end up doing savory and sweet. So I want to make 10 and 10. So I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna take 2 to save for the Saturday run. And even if I end up only doing savory, going back to doing just savory, it's still nice to take 20 rather than 18, I feel. So that's the plan. So I'll probably do, I mean, I know exactly what this is going to taste like. So I'm going to do 3 savory. I know I made way too much batter, but c'est la vie is what it is. We'll just turn the rest into a little pancake. Our pizza from Pizza Shop for the first time in years made cheap ones. I was getting hit so bad. Oh no! I mean, they you know they gotta taste good, or else. Oh no! Now I have to open a fresh jar of pickles. Oh, satisfying pop. Love a cornichon. Like I could just take those out the jar. I have a feeling that hopefully that this will do the trick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep the edges, religious. Um, do I mix the gherkins? Okay, I'm going to do lots of different versions. So I'm going to do one where I just literally put like a slice in the bottom, like that. And then I'm going to do one where I like chop up a little bit, mix it into the batter. Exactly. This is like very scientific. Not really. So that's going to be for the mixed up one. And I'm going to do one where I do like slice on the bottom, slice on top. Let's try that. Because why not? We're here for the science, right? Are you a pickle person? Are you a fan of pickles? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ham overboard. And from prior experience, you gotta like really load this up like quite mountainously because they shrink. And then another one we're gonna do top and bottom. Ooh, long strips. That's fun. The pickle like Japan has its own like type of pickle. So it's not quite the same as like what you would get um back in Aussie or New Zealand or the UK. But because in Japan you don't do a lot of like vinegar pickles, you do a lot of salt pickles. So not quite the same. But I'm gonna shove that in there. And then, oh, mix that through. I'm gonna do a fourth one for a test because I want to do mixed, but only one sliver. I feel like the one with the two pickles is going to be a lot of pickle. Just want to get a good balance of flavors. This is this is this is real science right here. So it means that only like I can really taste test it because it's not going to be enough for me and husband to try. Intentional? Who knows? Is the bench low? It's a little bit low. Japanese benches always tend to be a tiny bit um like I feel like ideally like the bench would be like probably this high. Because like my elbow is obviously 90 degrees there, so you'd want it a little bit lower than that. So like it's still got a bit more to go. So yes, bench is a little bit low for my liking. Right. We have different versions going in right in the middle. I don't need very long. Stick in there, turn down temp, and just go in for like 7 minutes. The rest of this is going to just be eaten. And snacking pickle for me. It is probably just designed for a Japanese person. Believe it or not, I am taller than the average Japanese person. Average Japanese woman, rather. Even though I am quite short anywhere else. I'm like 5'3", 5'2", 5'3". So anywhere else, I'm considered little. In Japan, in Asia, I can be a tall person. Right. Here's the cheese. We are going in with our sweet one. Where's my? Oh, yes, under here. I was like, where's my notepad gone? We're going 1 egg yolk, 50 mils of cream, 25 mils of milk, 16 grams of sugar, and a bit of cinnamon. So let's start with our milk. 25. We're only making a tiny bit because obviously we only have a tiny bit of tasting to work with. $50. We're going to make a little bit too much for what we need, but oh well, I cannot halve an egg. And I shall what are you burning? Okay in there. Um, why am I cracking into such a tiny little container? Oh. Ah, absolute fail. Now I've picked the like worst possible containers I've done this in. If you can't tell, I was meant to separate. I was meant to separate the. I was meant to separate the yolk from. Oh, the spoon doesn't even fit. Oh my god, I've done a thing where like I've somehow. Oh no, I got the spoon in, but I can't get it. Oh no! Wait, how did I even? How did I get it in the first place? I've managed to get the spoon in to get the egg yolk, but I can't get it back. How bizarre! I can't even push it back in. Okay. Oh, I don't even. Ah, it's out. It's out. It's out. I don't. I genuinely don't know. The egg white, the yolk. You only want yolk. Yeah, that was an adventure. The milk away. Are you okay down there? Oh, we're cooked. We're cooked. Why are we so? Why are we cooking so fast compared to before? And then we want a bit of sugar, just a tiny bit because we are only making the tiniest portion. Still 16 grams. Still a lot, all things considered. I'm gonna not do that. Let's just do 10. I don't believe the recipe. That looks like a lot of sugar. Me just like ignoring the recipe. I'm like, absolutely not putting that much sugar in. Okay. Pickle time. And a bit of cinnamon. And we mix. Do I? Is it the animated ones? Or have I got space for like normal ones as well? It's fully just. Oh, not that I know of. I think I filled up my regular ones. Um, but I could be wrong. I don't know if the whole 50 follower thing gives me more spots. If that one does, then I will have more spots. But um, before before that, I have definitely filled up my. This is missing something. I can feel it in my bones. Cornstarch. Lol. 1.5 tablespoons cornstarch. Grams. Okay, so I need 5 grams of cornstarch. Where be cornstarch? And this is when I don't have it and then I cry because then I'm just going to have egg soup. I must do. I swear I got them. I do. Cutting a phone is a pain. Oh no. Are you usually on your laptop? So incorporate that in because I've totally done this in the wrong order. I see. Got me on the big screen like a movie. Right. Smush all the lumps because I kind of did this in the wrong order. So this is basically the filling for a Portuguese custard tart. If you've ever had one, they are absolutely divine. Unfortunately for you, this is egg based, so probably not the wisest idea for you to try one. But it's just hopefully nice and ooey and gooey, custardy shenanigans. Just smushing all the lumps out of here. I should have done the cornstarch first so it wasn't lumpy, but I added it after, so I'm just pressing the lumps out manually. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Right. We have our first 4 quiches. They have somehow decided to go for a bit of a burn. Oh no, we have leakage. So those are my so that's oh no, I've already messed up. That's the one with the slices. That one somehow ended up with a burnt bottom. Now, all good. Yum. Okay. I'm probably gonna end up eating all of these now. That's fair. Right. This is slices of pickle. This is just on the bottom. This one is top and bottom. And then we have this one. That's 2 slices of pickles worth chopped up. And that's 2 slices of pickles chopped up. That's 1 slice of pickle chopped up. So let's see which is the best. Actually, I'm gonna let this cool a bit because we're gonna serve it cooled and gotta taste it in the same situation as when I serve it. Those things do taste a bit different when they're cooled down, so I shall resist. Okay, we are going to do our sweet ones now. So, Pull these out. And my other ones. Just 3 of these because that's how many we have left. No reason other than that. 3. Okay, that's all of my testing tarts done. So Godspeed to me if whatever's left. So we are just going to. You're still quite lumpy. Gonna quickly look through. Four spoons, I reckon. Mm. One, two, three, four. Right. Let's build. Can I hold you? Yeah. And we're gonna go probably a bit gentler on the heat because it's more to cook. Right. Now with the excess batter, let me do some more experiments because I'm just all about experiments. Am I not? I have some leftover dumpling wrappers from when I did the the pickled the being able to see the pickled is quite cute. I might do that anyway. So I've got these have kind of crustied up. I'm gonna do just a see if I can like not get them crusty. These are just dumpling wrappers that I had left over from um, when I made dumplings, and I thought I could just shove them in the bottom of the muffin tin, kind of be casings. But I have just found that these are quite crunchy now because I've kind of left it a few days. So it may not work. Who knows? But I can have little tiny dudes. Maybe they cooperate. See, like normally they'd be much more like malleable and flexible. So I'd imagine that would be perfect, especially if I got like slightly bigger ones. But c'est la vie. C'est la vie is the word of the day. Oh, I have 7. Someone's gonna get a double up. You're gonna get a double up because you've got a hole in it. Okay. Yeah, the mixture it should just rehydrate them a bit. So, that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Gonna shove the mix in. See. Oh, that's gone out the sides already. It's fine. Non-stick. I'm just heavily relying on the fact that it's non-stick, so I'm just gonna fill it up whatever willy-nilly and just let technology unstick itself. It's all right. It's all right. We got you. I got you. I'm getting what you're putting down. Put those guys in there. Mess. Fine. Wasn't there. Hello. I've just made an absolute mess. Didn't realize I was dribbling onto the back ones. So the sweet ones are going to have a hint of cheese. What did you miss, Miles? You've missed not as much, to be fair. Just dipping tissues into egg mixes at the moment. I am. I have. Oh, I should probably check. We've just done Quiche part 3. We've added pickle to the mix. I feel like that's just the acidity that we need. And we have made a sweet mixture as well. This is like a Portuguese custard tart filling because I thought, you know what, I want to make a sweet one as well. No other reason. So we're testing that currently. And this I'm doing right now is I'm just using leftover dumpling wrappers and using up the remnant filling mixtures. I'm just fully trusting the non-stick um, muffin tin situation and just going ham really with this mixture. And yeah, there we go. That's just going to go in just to magic jar trick before. Oh my god, yeah. I had for some reason I decided to crack an egg in here to separate. Well, I wasn't meant to crack it into the jar. I was meant to, do the egg yolk dance, and but then the egg yolk dropped in, so I had to fish it back out with a spoon. The spoon went in, but then it wouldn't come out. So that was a fun little struggle, but it's okay. We got it back out. Um, so that's just getting closed up. I don't know when I'm going to next use this. It's just egg white. For I don't know, for consumption. I have a feeling that this guy is going to be too cooked before we get to actual doneness. So I'm just gonna. Oh, actually, there is going to require a bit of tin foliage. Cut a sliver off the tin foil I was using earlier. And that edge bit has not been used. Literally going to cover up the tops of these guys because these guys definitely need a bit longer, but they're gonna burn before done. So do that in 3 minutes. Yeah. And then once those are out, we'll give them a little taste test. And then I will shove these in as well. I'm gonna let these cool fully because obviously I'll be serving them fully cooled, so I don't want to bias the flavor. I'm very tempted by one of them, but I shall wait. We are going out for dinner tonight, so yeah, that's all really. Um, I've got to, yeah, basically these are coming out in probably about 3 minutes. Um, um, yeah, the jiggle is lessening. So hopefully, we're going to the pasta guy. We have we just miss his pizza, so we're just gonna get pizza. But basically, he's so cute. He hands out these little cards with his pizzas. So this is it. Basically says, yeah, they he's counted every single pizza he's served in his restaurant since he opened, and this is half a miracle that we managed to get these two because there's obviously exactly 100 pizzas apart. This was the first time we ever went to his restaurant, and this was a couple of times. We've been like probably once every week to his place, and then we don't get pizza every time because he does really good pastas. But the second time we got pizza, we got this one. We're like, oh, miracle! And so, and I know we went on. What day did we go? We went on Saturday, I think, and he was on 1901. And so we're like, oh, we may have missed it. We may have missed 1903, but fingers crossed. We're trying our luck because he would have had dinner service Saturday night, but he doesn't do dinners Sunday, Monday. We should have really gone yesterday, but we're here now. So we're gonna try. We'd we'd be kicking ourselves if we didn't try. So we're going tonight. This is just some um, chili dried mango. A snack for me, so I don't eat my quiche. Nice, pretty bang on, I think. Obviously, the edges are a little bit too crisp, too little dark for my liking, but cannot cannot really help that. To be fair, the cookies are always going to go too a bit too quick. Ah! It's in the bloody grill. That's gonna need a while. Yeah, these are what the little sweet ones look like at the moment. Currently a little bit puffed up because um you know egg and custardiness. I hope it's cooked. It no longer jiggles, so I assume it's cooked. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna let them hang out. I'm gonna put them on plates just so they actually start cooling down. So we can taste them later. Look at my little tarts in a row. Adorable. Cannot. My tea towel's just not cooperating today. Them here. Pop them here so you can actually see them. They are tiny quiche. Hello, Chisel. Haven't seen you in a while. They are tiny quiche. So this is tiny quiche, tiny custard tart. So I'm just doing a bit of testing for a little party. Yeah, it's just a grill. So I'm just like watching it like a hawk and be like, are you cooked yet? I've got a little party sake tasting thing that I'm going to on Saturday, and it was a like it would just bring yourself, but it was like bring bring some food if you want. So a restaurant's hosting it, so it is like a proper like food thing, but it's kind of a casual restaurant. So it's like if you bring your own, bring some bits, then you can have a bit of money off your 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 dinner. So I was like, go on then. I'll try something. So yeah, I was originally so if you were here for quiche part one, which was like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I actually made my own short crust pastry to try the quiche, and it was good. It was good, but it wasn't quite the experience I like it to be. It was not a very soothing experience making short crust and knowing that it's going to be judged by other people. So I was like, I don't know. And also they're quite big, so I have I have a muffin tin to make them in. And I feel like muffin size was just a bit too big because food is already provided. And it wasn't really like a picky size. Like I would have had to like cut it into quarters for it to be like a nice picky size, and you don't really want to be cutting like a tiny, like a muffin sized quiche into quarters. I feel like it would just kind of destroy the look. So I found these little tartlets. I'll show you a packaged one. I found these guys on sale at my local supermarket. They don't have them anymore, so I'm glad I picked them up when I did. Um, so these were like, I think they're 150 yen um, a, a box for nine. So that's like, what, a dollar something. They are meant to be for sweet stuff though, so the casing themselves are a bit sweeter than I like to be. So I've been doing a lot of testing to try and make the savory work, basically. This is hopefully the last time I have to test these. This rendition has pickles in it, little gherkins, little cornichons, just to add a bit of acid because it was still just leaning a bit. I love me a good sweet and savory combo, but just need a bit of extra um, acidity to hopefully cut through the sweetness. And I also had the grand idea that I really crave Portuguese custard tarts. So I've also gonna see if these work as little custard tart cases. If it's good, then great. I will be even more impressive bringing savory and sweet thingies to the do. But then that means I have a backup plan in case if this really doesn't work, I can just take this and vice versa. So hopefully I've got something to take on Saturday. Who knows? And in the grill at the moment, I've got the leftover mixtures because obviously we're only making tiny, tiny mixtures. So I've just popped some dumpling wrappers in the bottom of exactly. Um, Next time, which will be Saturday, which will be the real deal, we'll be making 20 of these, 10 of each or 20 of something. I don't know yet, but we'll be making 20 each for the real deal. But this is just testing, so because I don't want to be eating quiche for days. Um, but yeah, in here I've just got the leftover batter cooking. Because you gotta make sure we don't waste our batter. Yeah, and yeah, I've just shoved a bit of um dumpling wrapper in the bottom of the tin because I had that left over from some shumai that I did the other day, and I was like, better than just having straight up cooked batter. It's just containing it somehow. Just another 3 or so minutes. Then I'm just waiting for husband to get home, really, because we're going out for food, but I'm just killing time at the moment. I'm so tempted by one of these. Maybe I'll just have one. Maybe. Because like there's nothing better than a warm custard tart. So I'm gonna have one. I'll save two for later so husband can try one. But pineapple teeth, I will indulge. It's got that gooey. I've outdone myself. Okay, no, this is good. Mm. I wish I could send it through the screen to you guys because that's not too shabby for having been cooked in a fish grill. Mm. Happy with that. More cinnamon next time, though. If I do stream on Saturday while I cook this, just be like, more cinnamon. And I think these guys are about to be done as well, I think. Really? That is news to me. Okay. I'm very glad. I'm very happy with that. Ooh. Cool. One day. What do we think is going to come first? Are they going to manage to put through smell vision or taste vision? Like, I don't know, whatever gadgets they put on you and they're like, are they going is a technology for getting smell through remotely or taste through remotely? What's going to come first, do we think? And even if you can't like physically send the item, teleport something. Touch vision, yeah, okay. But touch vision isn't very useful in this context, is it? I want to know whether it's going to be smell or taste first. Right. We have done this from our actually learning from my mistakes and actually folding over my tea towel so I'm not like burning myself. Oh, you're being aggressive. My goodness. So here's my dumpling wrapper leftover batter concoction. So we've got quiche down this side and we've got tart down this side. Shove those in there. You can't actually see. Move these guys up here. Send it via email. If only, if only, if only. Yeah, hopefully. Those are all, they're a bit crispy around the edges, but you know, we knew this was going to happen. Yep, they're not stuck. You stuck? Nope. Nope. I think the quiche, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. I trust. Yes. So now we have all of my ducks in a row, all of my quiche in a queue. That was bad. That did not work the way I wanted it to. But now we wait for husband to get home so I can hurry. We can hurry up and skedaddle to go eat. Um, So yeah, just to recap, we've got single, no, single gherkin on the bottom, gherkin bottom top in slices, and we've got two slices chopped up, one slice chopped up, and then we've got custard tarts. So these are gonna be left to completely cool, or else it's not a fair judgment because I will be serving them probably very cold. Before we invent smell vision, we shall invent flying cars as we can get them quicker. Honestly, my man only works 5 minutes down the road, so he has no excuse. He's clearly being he's probably watching, to be fair, and he's just being atted by the internet. Just yeah, I actually have nothing else to do today because, as we said, we're going to go out for food. So I think he's gone to a drive-through. Ah, yes. Oh, usually tells me when that's coming up, so I don't know what the dealio is. When is he home? Um, Honestly, if he doesn't get back, I'm gonna be eating one of these. You know what? I can eat one of these ones because they're just bonus quiche, right? Right? any there's gonna be nothing left, and I'm gonna be so full before we even. Let's have the double crispy. Before we get to cross section. We're like lightly set. What did you miss? Not a lot. I was trying to figure out where husband was. I have decided I'm caving to the spares basically. I wait for these. These have to be cooled because gotta gotta science. But these ones are just bonus ones. So I'm just gonna see if this whole dumpling wrapper situation worked. Hmm. I mean, they're barely noticeable because they're like paper thin, but it does the job. It is holding it. It is a vessel. Honestly, this is what happens when you're late from work. Come home to waifu having eaten all the food, so there is no dinner for you. Hmm. See, this is the one I did double wrappers for because we had. Hey. One of these, but these ones don't count because these ones I actually have to wait till they cool, or else I can't actually taste them for it, what they're going to taste like on the day. But these are just bonus. So yeah, this is the one I did double wrapper for. I feel like that's like just fine. I feel like the single wrapper ones are going to taste even less, have less presence. Um, yeah. Otherwise, it's pretty good. I can't be bothered doing pastry for the bottom of my quiche. Perfectly valid. They sell like big dumpling wrappers in Japan, So like gyoza wrappers, you can get them in like normal size, but you can also get them in big size. So one of those would be like perfect for one of these. Mm. Uh-huh. Yum. I'm actually stalling now, so before I turn into an absolute blabber of boringness, I shall end the stream and get dressed because I'm sure if I start getting ready to actually leave, maybe he'll show up. So, thank you so much for joining. Um, and thank you guys so much for 51 followers. It was a very anticlimactic hitting our follower goal because Twitch decided that it wasn't going to celebrate for me when I actually hit 50. And it was just, oh, yeah, by the way, you hit 50. And I just got an email. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. Because like I had like this whole thing set up so like it'd do like confetti and cannons when I hit it. But no confetti for me this time. Um, so another time, hopefully. Um, maybe for the next one, I'll actually function properly and it'll happen on stream. But yeah, thank you so much for joining and tagging along to my silly experiments. I know this is like the third or fourth time I've done quiche, but watch me fail. And yeah, hopefully I'll actually do some normal food next time. So yeah, see you. Have a lovely day, evening, and otherwise,